I'm Reed Nevins. I'm the Mississippi State 4-H Environmental Science Specialist, and today we'll be discussing the archery event at our state championship event. Today I have Mr. Randall Nevins here from Monroe County. He's a level 2 archery instructor. He is kind of the main range officer for that event and has been for the last several years. And we're going to jump on right into the archery event.
Well, this year we've got a 2-day event, which has always been like that in the past, and that's not going to be changing much. As far as we're going to come together and get signed in or get checked in with all our equipment, and we'll squad you up into different squads on that Friday, and come in there early and make sure you get everything set up and checked in. But we're going to get set up on field and 3D that first day, and through that we'll break you off into different, I guess, squads and break you off into 3D and field between the two groups, and then we'll go to shooting. But anyway, the main thing is that this 2-day event and get set up for that. We got different categories that we're doing. Something changed this year as far as from the past is we've got the categories which are similar to district. And the different categories we'll recognize as far as bare bow, recurve class, standard compound, bare bow, and also unlimited. And we'll recognize each top archer in those categories.
And we'll also the top 5 in those categories this year. So in the past, they have recognized just standard compound and unlimited, and then recurve. So another thing I want to mention is the Mississippi national team will come from the top 4 out of the standard compound category, unlimited category, and the compound bare bow category. So the top, they'll go to nationals in standard compound out of those 3, and then the recurve and bare bow will come. The top 4 of that will be our national team coming from those 2 categories.
And when we say break you off into different, it's totally different than district, because we're going to shoot field, 3D, and Feta. Now 15 targets on field and 15 targets on 3D is what we're going to be shooting that day. And if you look at this sheet here, you see how the 3D targets are going to be a standard game animal, where we'll score them 10 for the center ring, and then 8 around that vital area, and then 5 points for the rest of the animal. So it'll be, like I said, bear, turkey, deer, raccoon, whatever. Usually Mississippi game animals, what we're looking at on that.
Maybe have 1 or 2 exotics, something
to throw you a little different look there. But on the field targets, now we'll score them out a little different. Let Reed hold that up. If you look here, we'll score them 5 in the center with the X, and make sure you're marking your X's, and then we'll do a 4 and a 3 for the rest of the target there. But then make sure you got 2 arrows to shoot there, 15 targets. So making sure you're scoring those, make sure you put your X's down on those. And then when we get into the next day, which will be on that Saturday, we'll shoot Feta, and this is going to take most of the day to get this done, because in the Feta round is we start at 30 meters, and then we move to 40 and 50 and 60 meters. We'll shoot all those that day. And it scored 10x all the way out to 1. So 1 to 10.
So 10x is where my finger is here. The next ring out is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So if it's cutting the line to the end, we're going to take the higher score if it's cutting that line. The tip is, or the arrow where it hits. So, and then also the Feta, this is a small target, and this is just similar to, it's an 80 centimeter. Face there. It's a lot larger than what I can hold.
The 60 and the 50, when we start at 60 and move into 50, we'll shoot a 120 centimeter target at those 2. And then when we move into 40 and 30, that'll be an 80 centimeter target. So if you're practicing at home in your county, you can shoot on those particular targets, and it gets you some good practice in, so to get you ready for it. Now, we'll have a shoot off if there's any ties. We'll use the X's to break a lot of the ties, but if there's ties at the end of the day, we're going to have a I guess, an event or a category shoot off, and then we'll have an overall shoot off to get our top archers for the day, and break them out into who's going to nationals.
You mentioned the arrows.
Yes, the arrows. The AMO, I guess the requirements has been 6 grains, but this year it'll be 5 grains arrow weight per pound of draw weight. So you want to make sure you're meeting those requirements there, and then no more than 60 pounds draw weight total on the bows, and then an arrow no bigger than a 27/64 in diameter. So that's the changes we've had this year come up.
Those align with their national.
Yeah, goes in line with national standards.
So, main thing with this video is to show the difference between what is at our state championship for our senior age 4-H'ers, and what is the difference between that and the district or regional competitions that all of our youth have to compete in the springtime. But
make sure you get one of those state invitational handbooks, because that's going to give you all your overall details about the event.
We change that from year to year. The 2025 state championship handbook, it's publication 2751. It's publication 2751. You can look that up, and it's readily available off of our website, extension.msstate.edu, under the 4-H tab. But you can get it there, or ask your county extension office, and they can get you a hard copy, or you can look it up and print it off yourself. So just make sure you're familiar with that. Randall,
so in that, go practice, and we'll see you at the state event.
All right. Good luck and good shooting.